going to have that song in our heads the rest of the day. That was Grammy Award-winning artist and rock legend Peter Frampton performing Baby I Love Your Way acoustically at his home. Frampton, who shot to worldwide fame in 1976 when his double album Frampton Comes Alive hit #1 on the charts and to this day remains one of the best-selling live albums of all time. Frampton discusses the complexities of fame and the value of resilience in his memoir, Do You Feel Like I Do?, which is being released in paperback tomorrow. Welcome to the show. 40 years ago, the album Frampton Comes Alive just exploded, selling more than 17 million copies around the world. You had been moderately successful both as a guitar player and vocalist, but this album really solidified you as a superstar at age 25 and a sex symbol to boot. Tell us about that time and how your life and career changed.
Well, I was really building very slowly up until that point. I'd had 4 solo records out, and they had, you know, not really done much. So when the album came out in '76 and exploded, it changed my life virtually overnight. It was a huge change in my life when everybody knew who I was and recognized me everywhere, which was sort of great to start with, but then got a little bit of a pesky thing. But you can't go to where you'd like to go, like hang out in the music store or the record store, you know. But in the end, you know, I just sort of got used to this new level of fame, and I've been pretty grounded kind of guy. I had about 3 weeks of going nuts, I think. But
just 3 weeks. Wow. Okay.
Well, you know, all right, 3 months.
So Frampton Comes Alive certainly was a high point, but you weren't able to follow up on that success and ran into some snags along the way due to some poor career choices, a near-fatal car accident, and bad business deals which left you in debt and adrift. Can you talk a bit about the pressure that you faced and how this all impacted your mental health?
It definitely put me in a place where I, you know, was abusing myself and self-medicating and stuff like that. Which seems to happen. But I think that because I've always been a survivor, I used the time to just work out what was going to happen next and how was I going to. I tried various different things, different projects, and I've always been, you know, when I fail at something, I learn the most from that. And it just makes you stronger, I think.
You talked about how you were a survivor, how at one point you were self-medicating. For people who are still in the midst of their failure, who are still self-medicating at this point, how did you survive? What got you to that point?
Well, I think just like most people in that situation, I bottomed out. I ended up in a police car in the back seat with my hands behind my back. And it just took once in that situation to realize that I had to go and get help. And then I went to AA, and thank you for all the people in all the rooms everywhere around the world where I went. That brought me back. Now I'm working on my 19th year of no drinking.
You went back to playing your guitar, recording with artists like Ringo Starr, George Harrison, and David Bowie. How did you adapt to being behind the scenes, focusing solely on guitar and touring as part of a band after being the front man?
Well, I've been a front man, I've been a side man, and I've been a front man, and I've been a side man all my life. I never wanted to be the front guy. But in the end, I realized that I did want to go out there and try it myself and write the songs for me and be a solo artist. So it's happened. I play with people now. That's my default position, really, is the guitar player. And singing, I had to sing if I wanted to front my own band. I guess I could have got a singer, but I decided to try it, and it seemed to work out.
Yeah, I think that worked out just fine. Back in 2019, you launched a farewell tour, which was ultimately canceled due to the pandemic. Instead, we got the Peter Frampton Stays Inside tour. Tell us about that.
Well, we did a T-shirt when everything got locked down. We did a T-shirt. I started off doing a video about washing hands, which people might have seen, which went on for days. And of course, and then I decided that maybe we should use the front cover of Frampton Comes Alive. But I put a mask on it, so we brought those out.
Peter Frampton, it has just been a pleasure to be able to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight and sharing your story. Do You Feel Like I Do? A memoir is now available in paperback wherever books are sold.
Thank you, Linsey.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.